Hey players, so I have your synopsis of Molly Golightly and Justin's live regarding Von and Dre McCray updates. So this live was 5 hours long and I had to watch it in increments. First things first, so there was a video that Molly Golightly posted of Von's father visiting him in the hospital. The video was about 5 minutes long, but it was only 2 minutes of Von's father. It showed him and his wife and the dog traveling from Georgia to Arizona. Now this is Von's father, so he didn't show any video of his son in the hospital out of respect. I can respect that. Now there's a bit of confusion. This video is from his previous trip to see Von, not currently. Right now, Molly Golightly and Justin are trying to raise funds for him and his wife to visit Von again in Tucson. They want to fly. They said they can't make that drive again. I have tagged their Cash App if you guys want to help donate. According to Molly Golightly, Von's mother has made it to Arizona to visit Von, but there are no updates in that regard. She's requesting privacy as she processes everything that she's been seeing over the past few days. According to Molly Golightly, some Facebook troll accounts were created and they began to harass the family, but those accounts have now been taken care of, according to Molly Golightly. So in this live, Molly addressed Without a Crystal Ball for the final time, I believe. This is what she had to say.
Ms. Wynette is going to be blocking Without a Crystal Ball. I don't know exactly why, but I don't know why. That's all I know, is that's what she told me. And I'm very suspicious of the call that was made with the Hershey police coming to my house. I don't believe that was Andrea McCray, is what I'm gonna say. I did not know that you had a history of this. I don't want to talk about you. I don't want to know you. Please, can you leave LB? Can you leave me alone? Thank you.
So Molly said that Letitia Byers told her that Marvon's stepmother will be blocking Without a Crystal Ball. So there will be no more communication between Without a Crystal Ball and Marvon's stepmother and father. Nobody knows what happened in that relationship, but Molly Golightly has continued her relationship with Letitia Byers, and now she's speaking frequently with Von's father and stepmother. So Without a Crystal Ball is continuing to post that she has these sources. Now I don't know who these sources are, and according to Molly Golightly, the family has cut Without a Crystal Ball off. According to Molly, Letitia has been contacted by media, but she has been directing those media personnel to Molly Golightly. Molly said that she spoke to some of the media, but she doesn't believe that they'll be reporting on the case anytime soon. Now, Molly Golightly and Justin read a 12-page police report from the day that Marvon's incident occurred. Now, we had access to the shorter version of this police report, but now we have a little more details with this police report. Now, the police report was redacted and there was some parts that they chose to skip over. But what we learned from the police report is that officers arrived on the scene and one of them was able to get a story from Dre. She stated that they had been arguing, they slept in separate areas. He slept in the bedroom and she slept on the couch. She saw Marvon after he came from the children's bathroom and she offered him some tea. They had a little argument over the tea and then he went out to the shed. A little while later, she went out to the shed where she saw Von in his position. She screamed, which prompted the older child to come outside. But she said the older child did not see Von in his position. So she tried to get Von down, which she was unsuccessful the first time, and then she used something to cut him down. The officer said that when he first arrived on the scene, he did not observe any injuries to Von other than around his wrist. He also didn't see any rope, but that was because of the position that Von was in. After paramedics moved Von, that's when they were able to see the rope. Now, the officer did say that he heard children inside of the house, but they didn't seem upset. He said he believed that they would be upset if some type of argument between Von and Dre had occurred, but since they weren't upset, he wasn't alarmed. The officer did not take any photos of the scene, but he did use his body-worn camera to document everything. So when the officer was speaking to Dre, he asked her about Von's demeanor that morning, and she said that he seemed more lethargic than normal. Now, according to this report, she told officers that she believed he may have taken too much K. If you've been following this story, you should know what K is. The officer also asked Dre had he ever attempted before. According to this report, she told him yes, he had attempted a couple of months before. He used the closet to try to do it, but he was unsuccessful because the rod broke. So what I gather from this report is that officers treated this as an attempt situation and they didn't investigate anything otherwise. Now, look, I'm not saying there was another reason why Von was in his situation, but I feel like from listening to this report, I feel like the officers had a few reasons to continue investigating. Like, what happened after his previous attempt? Did he get any help? So that's the synopsis of the important parts that came out of this 5-hour live. Now, I will add that it's been posted in one of those groups that the father of Dre's children may have reopened the case for custody. This is public record, so we'll see what comes out in the Washington ranking of that. Players, let me know what you're thinking. Put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mo for the Blind Accurate News.